You're eating in a calorie deficit, tracking everything. Your weight hasn't moved in weeks. Your metabolism is not the problem. There is a 3-step framework to diagnosing the problem. And once you know what it is, you can fix it. Number one is that you aren't tracking everything. You might not be tracking oils, sauces, liquid calories, or little snacks that you might be eating throughout the day that you're just kind of like little nibbles. You'll take a biscuit here and there kind of thing, and you're not logging that. These can add up and could be contributing to the erasure of your calorie deficit. So you want to tighten up your tracking. If you're using oils and sauces, make sure you're tracking those. If you're having drinks that have calories in them, make sure you're tracking those. And try to eliminate the snacking throughout the day unless you're specifically tracking them. Number two is going to be due to adaptation. Your body has adapted to lower your NEAT. NEAT is your non-exercise activity thermogenesis. This just means all of the movements that you're doing throughout the day that would have been burning small amounts of calories throughout the day are lowered because you have lower amount of energy since you're in a calorie deficit. Your body recognizes that there's less energy coming in, so it tries to minimize the amount of energy that it's putting out. You can mitigate this by assigning yourself a step count target. So let's say you pick 10,000 steps a day. You want to assign specific times during the day where you can be walking to contribute to hitting that target. This ensures that you're maintaining a base level of activity rather than just allowing your NEAT to become lower and again erase your calorie deficit. And lastly, number three, your maintenance is lower than you thought. Perhaps you thought that you were maintaining your weight on 3,000 calories, so you were eating 2,500 thinking that you're in a calorie deficit, when in reality your maintenance is closer to 2,500. So you're just maintaining your weight by eating your maintenance. The solution to this one is just to lower your actual calorie target. Don't do anything extreme, but you can lower it by 200 to 300 calories and see if that leads to further fat loss. Fat loss is not linear, okay? You need to be patient with this kind of thing. Sometimes your weight can stay the same for a week or two and then drop rapidly. So you might drop a kilo, and that is the result of your 2-week calorie deficit, but it just wasn't reflected immediately or linearly. Your weight can stay the same and then drop by a kilo, and then stall again and stay the same and then drop by another kilo. So you need to give it time for these implementations to actually play out. Do not skip steps 1 and 2. Do not look at steps 1 and say, oh no, my tracking is perfect, right? Don't look at step 2 and say, no, my activity hasn't changed, and then just lower your calories. The framework must be followed. Don't be impatient. Don't just give it a week and then decide this is not working, my weight hasn't dropped at all. But if your calorie deficit has stopped working, follow the steps in order. Tighten up your tracking. Give it 2 to 3 weeks and see if your fat loss progresses. If it doesn't progress, then set yourself a strict step count target, as you should be anyway, but make sure that you're religiously following that to make sure that your activity levels are at a certain baseline. Again, give that 2, 3, 4 weeks even and see if your fat loss progresses. If neither of these implementations work, then you know that your maintenance was lower than you thought and you need to decrease your calories. If you thought that this video was helpful or entertaining, I'd appreciate if you could subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you next time.